my place is. Looks cute and cozy.
Well, it may not be formal, but now we're out in public.
Welcome!
We have to keep up appearances instead of being formal, I guess. Oh, it's that lady that I accidentally spoke to. Whose dad went missing.
Oh, Miss Kiminami, how do you do?
And she's only doing lemon water or something.
Ah, Miss Kamisato, perfect timing. Your booking was for... well, right now. I believe so. We'll be sticking to the order I placed in advance. As for the other matter we discussed, thank you for your help. Excellent, no problem. And everything you asked for is ready and waiting. Traveler, tiny customer, please wait here for a moment while I prepare your food. Go ahead and take a seat. There is something I need to take care of, but I'll be back momentarily.
Is something the matter? She does not need backup in a fight. She's got a 5-star weapon on her. What was I gonna say? I hope we actually get to eat alongside Ayaka like is being described, but the game has this really annoying thing where it cuts to a black screen and then goes, you and blah 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 had an enjoyable meal together. You were quite, and then it cuts back to the scene after having been done instead of having that moment actually happen and having a scene. I think it'd be really nice to actually have that included. It doesn't even have to be anything like amazing. Like one of my favorite scenes in video games ever was in Infamous 2 when Cole and Zeke, I think they were busy for a huge amount of time during the game, and then one day they just decided they would take a break. So they just sit down on a roof with a couch they put up there, just watching TV together and drinking beers, and then they just sat there in silence, chuckling to each other. They made comments to each other whilst watching the television, and it's just the camera focused on them, and it's hardly any interaction, even though I'm describing a bunch of things. It's mostly silence and them listening, and there's just the background noise with just a front angle of them watching the TV. And then their phone goes off, and they look at and they don't allow each other to pick up each other's phones, and it's really nice, and it really felt like they were friends, and the moment was really nice. I recommend watching that scene. It was so strange to have that kind of moment in such an action-packed game, but it felt really good, and I completely believe they were really great friends. I mean, I believe it since Infamous 1, but yeah, great scene, and it's a shame that often this game will cut to black screen, give you basic white text, and be like, you helped the villagers move the tables out. You had a good time, and you put away the decorations, and then it cuts back in, and then it fades back into the game, and it's the least... You just don't experience anything, and it's really sad, because there's so many nuanced interactions the black text describes that you don't get to see, and it's painful. Because it could have so much more meaning, and I don't know. I think the developers robbed themselves and us of a really memorable small things that don't really matter, but they do matter. Like this would be one of those times. Is something the matter?
It's nothing of that sort.
I guess it would be resources to place too much attention where it's not the most important of things to be adding in.
I just have a few minor things I need to attend to. I won't be long.
But minor things, you ran.
She picture left in a hurry. Whatever it is, it must be pretty urgent.
It's minor, apparently.
So you two are Miss Kamisato's friends? Well, we serve all the classics. Sure, there are fancier looking places out there, but the food here speaks for itself. Hope you enjoy it. Over the years we've been in business, we've gotten to know the Kamisato clan quite well. Miss Kamisato and her brother are both fond of our food. They're always sending staff down here to order something and take it back to them. Her table booking surprised me, not least because it was a group reservation. This is the first time I've ever heard of Miss Kamisato going out for dinner with friends.
She's really taken by us. I'm yet to understand why. Well, maybe it's because we're the main character and they're just trying to be like, wow, Ayaka seems to really like you, huh? It's like a, well, just special treatment just because we're the player and the main character. So they're trying to make us out to be more important. And like the character likes us more because it would make us feel better. But I don't feel like I've earned this treatment from her, so I wonder why she actually does that.
The first time ever? Oh, guess that makes us pretty important people, huh?
Apparently.
Sure does. And I'm probably crossing the line here, but I'm just telling you what others have told me. Apparently, Miss Kamisato doesn't have a lot of friends.
It does not surprise me, but it does also surprise me considering the manner in which she makes friends is, hey, you did a thing for me, let's be friends.
How is that possible? She's so kind and polite to everyone. Paimon would have thought that would make her really popular.
Yeah, how doesn't it?
That's what I used to think too. But it turns out the rules of social interaction are a bit more complicated than that. Nobody in the neighborhood has a bad word to say about her. They all say she's beautiful, elegant, graceful, not to mention that she belongs to one of the most illustrious clans in the land. In short, they see her as a model young lady. But that's just it. People look at her and they see a model of perfection, and they don't feel like that's something they can relate to. So the majority of kids from our ordinary families don't even try to talk to her.
What? Don't dare even try to talk to her. I think it's better wording to not put in the word dare even to try. So I'm glad if the voice actress decided to remove that small little section. Okay. So everyone thinks they're out of her league.
So you see,
What about Toma?
on paper, she sounds like a girl
I guess-
everyone would want to get to know. But in practice, she finds it difficult to make friends.
Well, more like people find it difficult to become friends with her, but they haven't actually given it a go. I wonder what her feelings towards this are. It'd be nice to know.
Huh. Paimon never would have guessed.
We don't speak all that much, but we do go quite a way back. I've always admired her for taking on so many responsibilities at such a young age. So it makes me really happy to see her here with friends today. Anyway, relax, enjoy your meal, and please, talk to her as much as possible. I know she'll appreciate it.
Surely she must have gone through several conversations with Toma.
Consider it a favor for the whole neighborhood. Look after her for us.
Huh? That sounded like Ayaka.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, traveler. Could you join me over there for a minute? I need your help with something.
What's going on? You head
Sorry.
towards the girl.
I didn't want to drag you away all of a sudden. I, just had a cooking catastrophe.
He's making food? Why?
Oh, so that loud noise we heard came from the cooking pot.
As you can see, this house is right next to the restaurant. It's where the owner lives. Actually, this whole compound is the family's private property. I asked Miss Kiminami to prepare some ingredients and utensils for me so that I could cook a special dish here.
Right. If there's something you want to eat, you could just order it from the menu.
Right?
Actually, I wanted to cook something as a gift for Tsubaki.
Oh. She might not be hungry.
My mother mentioned in her notebook that Tsubaki enjoys food from all over the world.
Right, I'm dumb. I was thinking the shop owner was Tsubaki and I'm silly.
So I thought, if I'm going to meet Tsubaki, perhaps a dish from overseas would make a fitting gift.
A dish from overseas? So anything from outside Inazuma counts, right? If so, then we've got lots of options, don't we?
I like this little tease that, anyway, yeah. Bro.
That's what I was thinking. You must have picked up a lot of knowledge about different cultures on your travels. Hopefully including regional cuisines.
Fortunately so. Took many resources, but they dangled primo gems in front of me, so I couldn't say no. Plus they had a quota to reach, which made me feel like I wasn't completing the game properly if I wasn't making enough of each meal.
Can I leave you to finish this task then? Just as a personal favor. Is that okay? I'll be indebted to you.
I disagree with the indebted. Sure thing. Time to shine. Sure thing. This makes it sound like we almost didn't hear it, so I'll go for this one.
Great. But what kind of overseas dish would make a suitable gift? It needs to survive a journey from the kitchen to the recipient's doorstep.
Oh, Paimon knows! There's one dish out there that was practically created for this purpose!
Sugar frosted slime?
Pizza!
You're mistaken, Paimon. If it takes more than, 2 days to get there, it's not great. But since we're going there right now-ish, pizza. Yeah, that is made for delivery, I guess, if you're quick enough.
Pizza?
It's an assortment of toppings and sauce spread over a bread base and cooked in the oven. And it's so good!
I mean, the pizza is really good. Big fan. But, mushroom pizza is, not very exciting. And I also don't like mushrooms.
That does sound pretty good.
Yeah, Paimon made it sound good because it's meant to be that way. I wouldn't start adding the weird stuff. Well, I need to talk to her. Give pizza to Kamisato Ayaka. It's such a weird sentence.
Is the pizza ready?
No. Oh, yeah, I made 1 billion. Wait. No. I'll make you a special one. A Gina pizza. Oh, they've added it to this menu. That's so, smart of them to do. Anyway, I can't find the pizza. I wish there was an organizational system. It's just a bunch of images spammed at me. Ah, there it is. Oh, nice. It's already picked Jean. Auto cook. Sure. Nice. Kamisato Ayaka Mr. Roboto.
Is the pizza ready?
Yes. Ah, I made a special one just for her. And the guest. I'm not allowed to give her the special one? Oh, apparently I already had several of Jean's ones. I just didn't see them. Sure, yep. Here's the pizza. I didn't give it to her.
Is the pizza ready?
Submit. Give. Okay.
Oh, it's ready!
There it is.
It smells delicious. You're an excellent cook, Traveler. I would love to be able to master dishes from all over the world.
Well, all you need to learn is a recipe. We can bring you some more recipes in the future if you like.
Great. I look forward to learning from your culinary expertise. How are you all doing?
How much does Ayaka want to learn? Clothing? Cooking? What else?
Whoa, is this... Miss Kamisato, this must be the dish you were talking about. Yes, an overseas dish cooked by the Traveler. Could I trouble you to package it for me? Sure, no problem.
It'd be difficult to package a pizza if you didn't even know such thing as a pizza existing. It's a very specific, large shape.
Oh, it smells good. I bet it tastes amazing. Oh, now I really want to put something like this on our menu.
Just put it on the menu.
Want us to teach you how to make it?
Oh, could you?
Yeah.
The most satisfying meals are the ones you share with other people. So Paimon thinks that our friends in Mondstadt wouldn't mind us sharing this dish with Inazuma.
Really? That's great. I've always wanted to learn how to cook some international dishes. If you can write down a recipe for me, I'll add it to our menu and put a promotion where everyone will see it. Since we've become a closed nation, people haven't had the chance to try anything new. Traveler, you're the best!
Time to make dominoes. Yes. Didn't know if you heard my clapping, but I was clapping because of the broadcast, NVIDIA broadcast.
I'll go pack up this dish for Miss Kamisato. Please, make your way back to the restaurant whenever you're ready. The food will be waiting for you. You could have sold that recipe for a high price, but you selflessly gave it away for free.
It wasn't selfless. It was for our benefit. Like, if meals are meant to be shared, then we did it because we felt good about it. It wasn't selfless, it was self-gratifying.
You're a wonderful person.
Shucks, Ayaka. I just see this as me doing a gift, an individual deed for another.
I mean it. I admire you a lot, and I'm so proud to be friends with someone of such fine character. Well, you should probably write down the recipe now, no?
Yeah, let's make sure we include all the details and then give it to Miss Kiminami. So, pizza. Start with the basic ingredients.
Oh shit, I'm not a cook. What the hell is that? Oh, did we make a specialized pizza? It made it seem like we made the one from Mondstadt. Well, mushroom plus flour. Not that second one. Why would it be any of that?
Correctamundo! Right, now to add the next couple of ingredients.
Why would we have the option to get, like, every ingredient wrong? Cabbage plus cheese. Where's the cabbage? Oh yeah, she puts... So that's what that ingredient is.
Yep, that's right. Now for the cooking instructions. Place onto oven rack at high heat and cooked until golden brown. Alright, it's done! Long may our reputations and our recipes precede us wherever we go in Inazuma.
Somehow I've ended up really liking this scene.
I have no doubt that they will. This dish is exquisite.
Cool! Then let's get this recipe to Miss Kiminami pronto!
Hey. You know, considering... You know what, I'm keeping the Traveler. I'll feel a bit more engaged in the story if I'm walking around as this Traveler at the moment. No combat's gonna happen. Anyway. And you know what, she's leveled up enough. She's weak as hell, but... well, that was painful to put together. Stole a lot of pieces from a lot of people. We're currently Anima, which we need to change to Geo. So unfortunately it'll require a trip to Inazuma. I mean to Leeway.
Hey! Have you written out the recipe? Here it is. Thank you! Wowie! This is so exciting. I want to make it right away. Traveler, Paimon, please accept my sincerest apologies for delaying your meal.
Wow, a camera angle of the food. It's good. I don't know what any of it is, but there's sushi as well. This looks pretty good.
No problem. Food always tastes better when you've worked up an appetite.
Alright, let's dig in before it gets cold.
Please don't black screen, I'll do anything. Damn it.
Well, what do you think? Is Inazuman cuisine to your liking?
It's amazing! Paimon loved this one! Oh, and especially that one over there!
It's nice to try something new. It was all very tasty. I don't know. I don't really recognize what I'm looking at.
Good. I'm relieved.
I picked the wrong option. I meant to say it was to... Sure, anyway.
When I was attempting to cook earlier on, did you chat with the owner at all? And did she, say anything about me?
She did, but don't worry. She's just happy for you is all.
She's happy for me? Oh, then she must have told you. Did she, what does it matter? I know just as well as anybody else that I've got no friends.
Hey, it's not you. Most people just haven't had the chance to talk to you one-on-one before.
Thank you for your comforting words, Paimon. It's all true, though. I just don't have very many friends.
I mean, how many do you need? You've got us, you got Toma. I don't know how many she actually has, though.
Most of the time I'm either accompanied by family or staff, so everyone must have found it quite a surprise to see me taking you out for a meal.
They must have been surprised, so I'm not gonna say, don't be silly. Yeah, just don't hang out with family and stuff constantly, maybe. That could, make things slightly easier on everyone, and you. You've got a friend in me. It's weird wording, I don't like that. Don't be silly, I'm in disagreement with that statement, so this is the best I can do.
Exactly! You've got at least 2 friends right here.
Aww. Thank you. That makes me so happy.
Hey then?
Excuse me. I'm forgetting myself.
She's especially receptive to Paimon, and it isn't changing over time.
Hey now, expressing your feelings is the right thing to do. Keeping them locked away inside isn't gonna do you any good now, is it?
I agree. So, I just want to say how happy I feel that you both see me as a true friend.
Of course we do. That's always been our style. If someone's nice to us, we're nice to them too. Friendship can go a long way. Take your mom, for example. She wrote about Tsubaki in her notebook, and now it's made you want to find them too.
Yes, I think friendship is an extremely precious thing, and ours is one that I will always treasure.
While we're on the topic though, who is this Tsubaki person anyway?
Well, I think I have an idea, but it's just speculative at this point. I think that Tsubaki might be a fox envoy.
Can the Traveler actually have audio dialogue? Sometimes there's no option for me to choose, and so the Traveler should just have their own actor or actress say their lines. I don't understand why they need to just say nothing constantly. Like right now, why would I get the option to choose this? It's my only option. Give it, instead, a voice line to interact with Ayaka with.
A fox envoy?
Yes, that's what I think. Even I, my mother's own daughter, had never even heard of this friend before. It just seems so mysterious. So I think it must be someone with transcendent abilities who doesn't show themselves very often.
He can turn into a fox. Guess that's why you'd write about them. Instead of ever mentioning it.
And fox envoys are nothing new. Stories have been told about them in Inazuma since ancient times.
Okay.
You must have met Kuji Yae before. Well, she's a fox envoy.
Uiji. Is that the shrine maiden that that would often laugh under her breath condescendingly as people asked her for help?
That got me thinking. Maybe there are fox envoys out there in Inazuma that people just don't know about. And maybe Tsubaki is one of them.
Whoa! So Inazuma also has supernatural beings?
When you say also...
Shit. Shut up, Paimon.
Well, before Inazuma,
It's just
we spent
Paimon.
some time in Liyue. They have lots of supernatural beings there, like the Adepti.
Okay. That's a fine example.
All kinds of them, too. Up in the sky, down below the ground, in the water.
Okay. That's fine. The only person that immediately came to mind was, like, an urgent, like, please don't mention Zhongli at all.
Really? I've come across such things being asserted in books, but to hear someone talk about it from first-hand experience is extremely surprising. So Liyue lives up to its reputation. Its culture has a long history and gives rise to the most beautiful legends. Quite captivating.
You should come visit Liyue with us sometime. The best part is, they have loads and loads of delicious delicacies.
Really? I would love that.
Yeah, unfortunately the culture isn't that nice because everyone's just got money on their mind and business. So it doesn't feel good. It's hard to probably find yourself even more estranged there than in Inazuma, since probably most people are thinking about in what way their business can be better in the way that you are a customer or a potential business partner.
Speaking of delicacies, Traveler, Paimon, have you eaten your fill?
Oh, Paimon has.
Excellent. Then let's collect the kimono. Then we can pay a visit to my mother's mysterious and transcendent friend.
So we're going to offer a kimono to a fox. How do we know the fox's details? Like size? I think I've gone too high. Oh no, I haven't. Okay. Oh. Oh, because Catherine's here.
Your garment is ready, Miss Kamisato. I've folded and packaged it for you. Oh, and the other item we discussed? That's ready too.
I think you're meant to keep that confidential. Now we know she's discussed a secondary item.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you. It is a beautiful piece of clothing.
Shut
that it
up,
was a
stop
pleasure
talking
to
ab-
work on. See you again next time.
I hope she wasn't referring to the second thing.
Traveler, I have a gift for you.
Okay.
Whoa, looks super fancy. Is that for wearing in your hair?
It's a hairpin in the style of a white heron. As well as a hair accessory, you can also use it as an ornament. I couldn't ask for your help and offer nothing at all in return, so this is my gift to you. I'm glad you like it.
Speaking of white herons, that's what your title means, doesn't it? Shirasagi Himegimi. So this gift is like a little piece of yourself. It's just as elegant and beautiful as you are.
She's gonna love that compliment because Paimon said it.
You flatter me, Paimon. If this gift reminds you of me, that is all I could ask for.
It definitely will.
They seem like they're getting on really well.
Alright, well, now we've got what we came for, we can set off. Time to go meet Tsubaki.
Huh? Wait, where is it? It would be in here, surely. What's happening? Where is it? It had a little icon of the teapot. So maybe it's in here. Oh, it is. Oh, I can't see it. A gift from Kamisato Ayaka, a very high-class hairpin. The hairpin has a white heron raising its wings painted upon it. The painting is delicate and exquisite. It excellently depicts the snow like the elegance of a white heron departing the water surface. I want to see it. It's in a box. Let me see it. So we can keep it like in a room maybe dedicated to the traveler spending time there, in like just as a memory, just on our desk or something. That's a missed opportunity. I feel like the traveler should slowly over time gain more like meaningful items. Like for example, the traveler could have worn this as a new hairstyle in her hair, or my traveler. I mean, the male traveler can have it as well. I don't know if the male traveler gets something different. I guess that's why it can also be an ornament, so he doesn't have to wear it in his hair if he doesn't want to. But like I'm also sad that in here, in one of the hangout events with Noelle, she gave us a rose, to symbolize a secret to be kept between us, and also the general meaning of what it means to the knights, the symbolism of the rose. I'm sad that we didn't perhaps. I think it's on the left arm. We didn't have it like on the. Yeah. Like Noelle looks at it every so often to remind herself that her lips are sealed and to be careful with information about the knights. And I feel like we could have had that as well on us. And then we'd have now a hairpin, and we'd have the rose, and it'd be all the. It just reminds us of all the things we've been through and the people we've met and come to. I don't know, it'd be so nice and meaningful, and it would feel like we were more affected by the world, and the world really, and the things that we experienced really did happen, and it changed the traveler, in my opinion. I mean, even the rose she gave us, I don't know, maybe the developers don't think about that, because they didn't even give us the rose. I really wanted a rose made by, like Noelle said, she took the time to make us a rose, and now it's, not here, anywhere. And not even just as a reminder in the inventory. Just is at least this one got some attention, which is nice. And no, I feel like, I don't know, it makes me feel sad. Maybe it doesn't matter to other people or the developers. Anyway.
The Knights of Favonius with you next time.
Most complicated game of Connect 4. Also, oh no, I think I've already mentioned, these don't even look like visions. Where am I going? Head over to the designated area recorded in the... Oh right, yeah, we were headed to the address. Oh, okay.
So, a transcendent being lives here?
What we assume to be a transcendent being lives here.
Ugh. If someone lives here, then why is it so chilly?
Well, if they're a fox, maybe they got fur.
I'm asking myself the same question. How strange. I'm quite sure that this is the location my mother wrote about, but surely... I'm starting to have second thoughts. But since we're here, I still think we should go inside and explore in full.
Yeah, makes sense. Who knows? Maybe there's a surprise waiting in there for us. So, what does the notebook say exactly?
Let me think. A crane brings one fresh flower in its beak to decorate my hair, while a white rabbit sews a hemline from 4 rays of moonlight. Dressed appropriately, I face eastward and call out Tsubaki's name 7 times. In the blink of an eye, I'm standing on the path that leads to her house.
Sounds like a fairy tale. So your mom would do a little ritual, and just like that, Tsubaki would come to meet her?
I mean, does it sound like an Adeptus? You just have to call Zhao's name, and he says he can hear your cry for help, because... But... Gifts? Oh, I guess the Crane Cloud Retainer did like gifts.
I have a feeling that it could be some sort of code. Let's get a little closer before coming to any conclusions.
Good idea.
Okay. Search for suspicious places based on the fence. I mean, I've already been here before, and I did find one suspicious place, actually. There it is. I tried to explore Inazuma myself, off screen.
There are some bushes on the rocks in here. Could that be anything?
Leave without doing anything. Knocked once, knock twice. Leave without doing anything. Stone walls does not react at all. Oh, I wasn't trying to make it react.
Let's recap what the notebook says. Maybe it'll give us a hint.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to try to memorize all the things. Did she give us the book? I don't think we received anything.
A crane brings one fresh flower in its beak to decorate my hair, while a white rabbit sews a hemline from 4 rays of moonlight. Dressed appropriately, I face eastward and call out Tsubaki's name 7 times. In the blink of an eye, I'm standing on the path that leads to her house.
Well, there's the 4 rays. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not possible to draw 4 rays though, because that wall's on the opposite side of that wall. So I can't change the time of day at least to make it so that the sun shines through all 4 openings. So I'll assume the time is irrelevant, just as long as I'm the path that leads. I kind of want to hear it again. What's a path? This is a path. Is there a better way? Better path? I need a flower though. Otherwise I don't know. 1 flower decorates her hair. Do I own a flower? Knock once, knock twice? I don't think it's got anything to do with what was asked of us. I think we need to face eastward, so something eastward. I'm going to just travel this direction and see what we can find. Pretty sure I've already been here as well. I think. Not sure. Yeah, it's just the way that loops round. Okay. Let me try and just guess. I'll knock once and I'll knock twice. Investigate a shrubbery on the stone wall. Will this give me a flower? It didn't. Okay, I'm gonna start guessing away now. If I don't have the note, I can't refer to things I can't remember. This wall does look a bit odd. Leave knock once. Uh-huh. Now knock 4 times. What? Knocking?
Let's recap what the notebook says. Maybe it'll give us a hint.
A crane brings 1 fresh flower in its beak to decorate my hair, while a white rabbit sews a hemline from 4 rays of moonlight. Dressed appropriately, I face eastward and call out Tsubaki's name 7 times. In the blink of an eye, I'm standing on the path that leads to her house.
One, 4, 7. And I have to face eastward. Okay. Oh, I already am facing eastwards. Kind of. Let me actually. There you go. Oh. There. Knock once. Knock 4 times, knock 7 times? Why would we know to knock? It sounds more like... I don't know, it sounds like this isn't the right thing to do from that book. Where did we infer a knock? I'm an idiot. I pressed 8 instead of 7. Oh my god. Please.
Let's recap what the
No,
notebook
I know
says.
Paimon.
Maybe
I
it'll
know,
give us...
I know. Okay, sorry. 4, 7, 4, 7. Some strange sounds can be heard coming from within the stone wall.
Strange. There's nothing in here. Let's keep looking around.
But the path will happen eastward. Before us, the path will suddenly, if we're dressed correctly. I assume it's not this way. I didn't see anything to the east. Okay. But we've got the entirety of the numbers out of the way, so now we need to figure out what the east thing is. Will this boat take us somewhere magical? No. Obviously I'm going the wrong direction, but the right direction didn't seem to take me anywhere. Oh. Well, we shouldn't do anything, surely. It's already said that. Oh, okay. We'll just try 147 again.
Let's recap what the notebook says. Maybe it'll give us a hint.
A crane brings one fresh flower in its beak to decorate my hair, while a white rabbit sews a hemline from 4 rays of moonlight. Dressed appropriately, I face eastward and call out Tsubaki's name 7 times. In the blink of an eye, I'm standing on the path that leads to her house.
Okay.
Huh. There's nobody here. Just this box.
Oh.
Let's see what's inside.
It's the same box used for, what was it? There was something inside that for the IOUs. I wonder if it's just the general box that's used in Inazuma.
Did it open? Did it open? Did our Inazuma Deptus leave any treasure here?
What's this?
Huh. Looks like a book.
It seems to be another notebook. Could it be Tsubaki's notebook? Let's step back outside now. The atmosphere here is different than I'd imagined. Somehow, it makes me a little reluctant to open the notebook.
Paimon knows what you mean. Reading in low light is really bad for your eyes. Come on, let's get back outside.
Yeah, man. She was referring to reading because the lighting's not quite right. It's a bit too dark. Okay. That doesn't help very much. We're still in the cave. We should step outside if we want to read.
Here will do just fine.
Oh, you changed the time of day. It was a bit darker than that.
Alright, let's see what the notebook says. Ooh, Paimon bets it's all about mysterious treasure. So exciting! What is it? Why are you whispering all of a sudden? You're making Paimon nervous. Oh, you want to let Ayaka read the notebook without distraction. Seems whatever's written in there must be pretty major after all. But, based on her expression, probably treasure map. What could it be?
Traveler, Paimon, sorry to keep you waiting so long.
No worries, it wasn't long at all. You're a very fast reader.
Yeah, I was gonna say, sorry to keep you waiting. It took like no time.
Yes, I have. I think I have to share the truth of this notebook with you both, even though the contents are completely different than what I was expecting.
Different how? You mean it wasn't a Fox Envoy who wrote this?
Not a Fox Envoy, no. It turns out that Tsubaki's real identity is my mother herself.
Sorry. So, so Ayaka was taken in by the Kamisato clan, but she's not actually Ayaka Kamisato. She's Ayaka something else. That's supposed, but, huh.
Huh?
Surprised? Me too. But that's what it says at the very beginning of the notebook. Tsubaki and I are the same person, and yet we are different.
Huh?
When I become Tsubaki, I stop being Kamisato Kayo and become the most ordinary woman in the world.
Okay.
What follows in these pages is the ordinary, everyday life of a regular person. Nothing more, nothing less.
As in she was hiding her identity? Or like a mental disorder where she has two personalities?
This notebook is, for the most part, a collection of my mother's musings, both private and trivial. All of the things we thought were about Tsubaki were in fact about my mother herself.
Okay.
So that means that the kimono design and the international dishes
Are things that my mother wished to try, yes.
Hmm.
I'm sure this all sounds utterly bizarre to you, but to me at least, my mother's behavior is completely understandable.
Yeah, let's see why. I don't know if she was aware she was doing this. No, she was aware because she understood there to be two personalities with different names. So a double life more is maybe a better description?
Or to put it another way, I actually have another side to myself as well. I was at a loss for words when I started reading the contents of the notebook. It almost felt like someone had looked inside my mind, examined my thoughts, and then written them all down on paper.
Ayaka.
From the moment my mother married my father, she became the mother of the Kamisato household. And with that came all sorts of duties. At the same time, the prestige of the Yashiro Commission brought its own share of responsibility. On top of that, every action she ever took was seen as representing the Kamisato clan. People were always watching her. Under such circumstances, she never had much time to do the things she really wanted to do.
Sorry, I'm waiting for my frame rate issues to stop. There. Oh.
After my father passed away, Ayato and I took over responsibility for the affairs of the clan. We ran into all sorts of difficulties during that time. I'm not sure if people outside the clan could ever imagine what it was like. Every time I found myself up against a difficult issue, I'd ask myself, did my mother go through this too? What would she have done in this situation? Maybe it's because it had been so long since I last saw her, but somehow, All that was left of her in my mind was the side of her that inspired awe and commanded respect. But my image of her was incorrect. When I read this notebook, I realized she was just like me. Underneath whatever position she may have held, she was just an ordinary person. She liked pretty kimonos. She wanted to try food from different places. She yearned to see sights she'd never seen before. Maybe this all sounds immature to you, but I feel just the same way. I want to live life not as Kamisato Ayaka, but as an ordinary woman. Mother wrote that she'd always wanted to go to a local Inazuman festival. She said that sometimes, on a clear night, if you looked out from our house, you could see lights off in the distance. I've seen those lights too. It looks so lively with so many people. And it's so brightly lit, it makes the whole sky glow. Of course, sometimes it does make me a bit anxious from a public order perspective. But for someone of my position to just show up at a festival with no warning, it could be considered improper etiquette. Especially in my parents' generation, when the Yashiro Commission didn't have a particularly close relationship with the populace. Even if no one stopped us, the idea of the Yashiro Commission going out into the crowd, it'd certainly draw some strange looks. People would probably start thinking there was trouble afoot.
You would think that? You're the one who set it up, surely you... At worst, you would be interrupting the festival atmosphere by overlooking your venue. Trouble afoot. That's how people saw it?
Mother said that she didn't want to put people on edge. She wanted everyone to enjoy the fun and freedom of the festival. She didn't want to disturb them, and didn't have much free time anyway, so she never went. Not even once.
Aw, so the kimono design, that must have been the outfit she planned on wearing if she ever did go to a festival, right?
She planned on wearing the kimono. So I thought Ayaka had designed it.
That's right. And sometimes, festivals sell international food. She wanted to try that too. I hope this isn't a disrespectful thing to say, but I never knew my mother was so in touch with her inner child.
Well, that's not disrespectful at all. Paimon thinks your mom was the best of both. A big softie on the inside and a big sense of responsibility on the outside.
Without knowing it, I've ended up fulfilling several of my mother's wishes already. But going to a festival is the one thing that I cannot do for her. Perhaps this is one thing that can simply never be. I understand. Thank you. I think I realize something now. Mother and I are so similar in so many ways. The things she faced are things that I too will go on to face. She chose to place her unfulfilled wishes onto the identity of Tsubaki. As for me, I've already decided.
Oh, so you decided on an alter ego too?
No, I don't plan to do anything like that. I think I will set myself a new goal. To live each day without regrets. So, Traveler, Deep breaths, Ayaka. Deep breaths. Would you be at all interested in checking out an Inazuman festival?
With you?
Paimon's been dying to go ever since we saw that poster. Paimon would love to go with you, Ayaka.
I thought she said she wouldn't go. That's the one thing she cannot do. Maybe do for her mother, but I guess she meant she'll still do it, but for herself.
Hey, come on, don't make fun. It's just because I used to have the same concerns my mother did. But now, I don't think I need to worry about it so much. I'm going to be true to myself and fulfill the wish that my mother and I shared. I know that you of all people can understand me going my own way on this. So, let's do this, you and me. Let's go to a festival together.
Paimon wants to come! Festivals here have loads of tasty snacks too, right? Oh, and fun and games!
Great. Thanks, you guys. If we head over now, we should still make it in time.
Are the festivals now?
Oh,
Sure.
good point. Today is the last day, right? What are we waiting for? Let's go!
Alright. Damn it. I began to like Ayaka, and now I'm actually a fan. And I don't want her as a character. But now I do, because I liked her. Damn it, I really liked her personality. Ah. Man, I wish we could have walked with her, or tried to hurry with her, or had some scene that showed that we were on our way there. I'll deal with that later. I've been to this island. It's a pretty island. I was wondering what all the people were doing there, but I guess it's the festival.